Do you have carpal tunnel and you've been unable to get rid of it? Have people mainly focused in your wrist, your hands, maybe your arm to change it? Well, I'm going to show you the reason why the legs and the trunk will probably be your best answer to get rid of it if you haven't been able to. All right. My name's Tom Dalonzo-Baker. I'm a physical therapist from Raleigh, North Carolina. And in 2001, I discovered and founded this process that I'm about to show you. And at first, it's going to look crazy that a leg raise fixes your carpal tunnel. And then you're going to see it work and you're going to feel it work. And you're going to say, after that, you can say, wait, it's crazy. Nobody's ever shown me that this works. Think about this. How many of you believe the whole body's connected? Is everything connected in here? The answer is yes, right? Then why aren't we treating other parts of the body to fix specific regions, right? If we stop focus on the region, you will begin to see the profound changes you can make on your own body in a very short period of time and keep it gone for a long period of time, okay? And get rid of it, okay? So let's check this out. I'm Tom Dalonzo-Baker, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a physical therapist. I've had the aha moment in 2001. I started teaching this to patients at that time. In 2005, I was like, oh my gosh, this is working so well. I began training clinicians on it. Since that period of time, I've trained over 15,000 clinicians, right? So that they too could have the ability to do this, so that they could teach to their patients, so their patients could have the ability to teach it to somebody else. And that's what I'd like for you now. And we're going to do it with how to fix carpal tunnel. So I do have another video that shows you how to directly go to the hands and fix it, but I want to give you a more profound something to see when it helps. So I'm going to give a story. My brother's a hand surgeon, and we were out to a restaurant one day, and the waitress came up and said, hey, Dr. Baker, that carpal tunnel I've got is still bugging me. And I said, did he tell you that's going to fix from doing your wrists? I said, sit on down here. I'm going to show you how much of a change you can make, and we're going to do a leg raise. And my brother's looking at me because he's used to me doing this, and he's like, oh, it's going to be crazy. And all we did is we sat her down, we tested the right leg and left leg, found the ones that was difficult, and we treated the other side. And within, 2 to 5 minutes, she got up and her wrist no longer hurt. It was pretty cool to see, all right? Even for him as a surgeon, he's like, that is phenomenal, right? We really are not looking in other places. I also had this student come in to me, and she had actually a patch on that gave her stimulation to the carpal tunnel. It even gave her what was called iontophoresis. It's a medicine that's supposed to help heal that or relax it so it'll do it. And I said to her, I said, what would you give me if I can change your wrist pain with a trunk twist and or leg raise or both? Do you think that's possible? And she goes, no. And then she proceeded to say, I've been to this person, this person, this person, this person, I haven't changed it. I'm in school and my professor had treated me. We've done a lot of work. And I said, where have you done a lot of work? And she said, on my wrist, hands, and arms. I said, okay, fair enough. Let's check it out and see what happens. And again, we did the leg raise. It dropped her 70%. We did a trunk twist and it dropped it the rest of the way. Her mouth dropped. And from that point on, she was captivated. Again, she was a clinical student, so she was going to be a physical therapist one day. So she learned early on what I'm about ready to show you. So I like to just go and do the process so you can do it with me. And afterwards, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, cool? All right, so let's just say you've got a wrist problem. Let's say it's your right side, whichever one it is. Maybe you got bilateral, maybe you got both sides. I just want you to find the thing that really bugs it. Maybe it's your elbow out straight, lifting it up. Maybe it's this way, maybe that way, maybe it's down. Right now, I always test down and up, and side, over and over, and squeeze and go up. Right, one at a time though. Down, and side, and side. Probably by now, you've probably definitely found it. Whichever one or two that were really nasty, just give it a score. Now we score things from 10 to 100. Instead of 1 to 10, which is like the typical pain scale, we use 10 to 100, and it means it's just tell me how yucky it is. 10, 20, 30 is a low amount of yucky. Yucky can include pain. It doesn't have to. It can be restricted. It can be hard, numb, tingling, whatever. just low 10, 20, 30. Mediums are 40, 50, or 60. And a high is a 70, 80, 90, or 100. So whatever you did when you found it, let's say it was this way, and you go, oh man, that really hurts. That's high. Okay, what number? 70, 80, 90, or 100. It's just a starting point, 80. So now we set an 80, so we know that we're trying to head to 0, which 0 means no pain or full motion, right? There's no restriction. Cool? Now, just like that girl that came in, didn't think she could fix with a leg raise. All you got to do with a leg raise, let me pull back a little bit, put your leg out in front of you, leg straight, kick it up. All right? Now, put this one out in front of you, kick it up. For me right this second, this one's harder. Let's say I'd say a 40. So I got this one that scored, but I've also got this. It's going to show you, how many of you believe the whole body's connected? Well, it is, right? There's no other part that's not connected. We, by staying in an area of injury, aren't catching whole bunch of stuff that could be pulling, that's causing this problem. This is kind of like saying to you, I'm now way overworked because other people that are restricted in the body, other tissues restricted in the body, have pulled so much on me, I can't do my job anymore. Okay? Free those dudes up, I'll probably be able to do my job. So I found out this is the hard. So we're going to now go to the easy one, not this one. A lot of people say, oh, I'm restricted in the right leg. I better go fix the right leg by doing the right leg. Nope, I'm restricted, but this one was free. We use what's easy to fix what's hard. So now you're going to do one set of, this for some of you going to be pretty hard perhaps, but anywhere from 8 to 20. So pick a number first. So let's just say I'm going to say 15. I don't know what I'm at now, right? I think I'm at 9, 10, 11. I want you to lean back. I don't want you to stay upright, okay? As long as this is getting closer to your chest, that's working just fine. I think that's 13, 14, 15. You do the same thing, all right? We're going to rest because we're going to do 2 sets of these. And I don't know how conditioned or deconditioned you are, so rest as long as you say, okay, I'm ready. Some of you would be 15 seconds, some of you would be 30, some will be a minute or 2. That's okay. When you're ready, go ahead and do another set, okay? And for the sake of the video, right now, I'm just going to do this. I think that's 5, 6. I'm going to do 8, okay? When I'm done, let's just say I wanted to try to get to 15. I only got to 12. That's fine. All right? I'm going to now recheck this, see if it's easier. And that was true stuff right there. So you did see it. Still got a little bit of tightness here in my adductors or my groin. All right, so I said that was a 40. I'm going to give it a score now. 15. So I'm heading to 0. It's definitely more than 50% better. 50% better is a 20. So I give it a 15. Now I'm going to come back. I'm going to check out the worst carpal, the pain that it gave, which was a squeeze and going like this. And it was an 80. And I go, holy crap, that's a lot better. You might all of a sudden notice you start fiddling. You're moving a lot more. Oh, there it is again. But you see how much time it took you to find it? That also means it's better. A lot of times if people, the first time they barely had to move it one time, even half a time, right? Now they're moving it 5 or 6 times before they say, oh, there it is. All right, you may be further back before you get your pain. That's a good thing. That's better. So go from an 80, let's just say it goes to a 40, right? So you're better. So as long as things are getting better, keep doing it. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get you 5 or less. So what are we going to keep doing? We're going to keep doing the leg. So we're going to do another 2 sets. All right, of 15. So I'm just going to do like 6 of them I'll do 8 of them right here for the sake of the video. I might as well do more. Get rid of my little thing going on here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to rest. And let's do it again. Now that's a very short rest, okay? And again, just for the sake of the video, that's why I'm not resting very long, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, right now, I'm doing more. Right there is enough. If you go, now I'm not going to hit 15. Don't try to be this martyr that's always trying to get to 50, the same number. Do it until you go, that's a good amount. Then go recheck. Better. Now, so the thing that was in my groin now is only right here about. So at 15, pretty close to a 5. I'm going to recheck the carpal tunnel. Boom, the pain in the wrist. And I go, whoa, A lot better. A 20. Okay. Are you happy with that right now? Do you have a little bit more time? Do another 2 sets. Maybe you check it again and it went all the way to a 5 or 0. You're done. Let's say it's stuck there at 20. Okay. One of two things is you could do maybe 1 set faster. Maybe you could just hold one there. Just hold, 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 hold. You could just tweak it just a little bit and just hold it for 1 set. Then check this side and this side. But for the sake of this video, I want to show you another body part, just like I showed that girl who was a clinical student of mine. And I said, well, let's do, because again, that changed her 70% the leg raise. It's amazing what a leg raise and a trunk twist will do to anything in the body, right? I like to start usually on people with a trunk twist. That girl, I just wanted to show her how something so far away could make a big change. So now I'm just going to do a twist. Try to go as far as I can in this. It's tighter. Right at the end, it's tighter. I still get to the end, but it's tighter. Now, the other thing I like to do is I like to do a side crunch to test it. Now, that's different. This is a side lean or side bend, and that's down here in the lumbar, the low body. I want to be up in the ribs. So I'm putting my hands right here so you can see it, and I'm turning that way, or side bending, side crunching as I call it, over my ribs, over my finger. Not much there. I like the twist better. It shows more of a difference. Okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hands on my chest. I'm not moving my hands, okay? I'm moving my trunk, and I go as far as I want, as far as I can. And my head can go with me, but I don't like turning it too much. I like to keep it where it's comfortable, okay? And I'm going to really, at the end range, push into the end range. Good. And I'm going to do 2 sets of, this is easier than leg, 15 to 20, all right? So if you need to stop the video to do this with me, or to do it, go for it. But you're going to do 2 sets of 15 now. All right, and for me, I'm just going to do 1 set of 15 to show you. Why do we want to do 2 instead of 1? What we found out is our patients would do 10 of them sometimes, just 10, and they'd recheck the other side and they'd be discouraged it didn't work. Okay? But as soon as we made people start doing 2 sets of things, when they got back and they tested the bad side and it got better, they were much more bought into the program. So this is already initially awkward looking. It's new to you. So we want to have the best aha moment when you go to retest that we possibly can give you, right? Not to say some people on 1 don't get better. So there, let's do 2 sets. I did my 1. You can pause it. Do another one. Recheck this. Much freer. Still got a little tightness in there. All right, but freer. Okay. What do I do now? Well, I could go right to my wrist and check it, but I want to see if that freed up my leg. So I go to the exact position that I tested my leg in. I see if it's better. Yes, so much more so. All right? It's even more better, even though I'd given it a 5, I think, last time. Now I do this, it had been 20, and I squeeze it and I go, nothing. Nothing's there at all. If there was, but it's better, I would do another 2 sets. And keep doing it until you plateau. And I only like doing 2 exercises with people. Because oftentimes people have to do 2 sets, 2 sets, and 2 sets. And they get a really good improvement. Sometimes I have to do another 2 sets, which is like 8 reps. 8 total sets. And then if we need, because they might be all better by then, if we need, we go to a second area. We don't usually go to a third area. If we do, the 3 areas we like to go to is arms, trunk, and legs. So the next thing we might do is something in the arms. Maybe it'll be an arm raise, and we'll test it. And we'll say, oh, this one's easier, this one's harder. So we'll do the easier one. Or we'll do actually a press against a wall. And you go, ooh, that hurts me. This one's easy, right? And so let's see if I can do this. Let's see if you guys can see me when I go over here. I come over here. I do like a wall push-up, right? Just kind of like this. Or I can just put my hand right here and push and wait. Push it like I'm pushing. Ow, that hurts. I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to push with this arm. All right, so if you can't see that, I'll try to do it right out in front of you here. And that's all I'm going to do is I'm pushing with my hand straight against a wall. That's it. Pushing with that one, with a wall. That one hurts. Okay, cool. Boom. I could get down on the floor, right? Same thing, except now I'm pushing on the floor That one feels good. Ooh, that one hurts. I can't even do it. So now I'll just put all my weight on there, whatever I can as I lean over it. And I can do that too. That's an advanced one. Simply just doing an arm raise may be the best thing for you. All right? So when you find out, hey, this one's a hard one, this one's the easy one, don't think about it. It might be, the easy one might be the one that has your wrist problem in it. That's okay. When you're doing an arm raise, you're trying to feel which one's the easiest one, which one's the yuckier one. Do the easy one. The easy one must feel normalish. If they both feel yucky, you're not going to do that exercise. Cool, so now let's just say this is the good one, even though it's the one with my arm is, and I'm going to do lift to the ceiling, lift up through here, pull back, bring it down. Maybe I'll bring it down part way, lift up, pull back, and I'm going to do 2 sets of 20. Recheck my bad one when I'm done, recheck my bad leg raise, recheck my wrist. Okay? That's the beauty. If you enjoyed this, what I just showed you, I used to be a math teacher before I was a PT, and you know, when you're taught single digit addition, right, and you finally figured it out, well, that's kind of what I just taught you. There are double digit and triple digit addition and subtraction and multiplying, dividing, algebra, geometry, all the way up to calculus, depending upon how tight you've gotten, all right, in your body, how many restrictions you have in the body. Your restrictions pile up, all right? As one thing stops working, let's say it's your ankle or your calf gets tight, well, that starts producing more and more restrictions throughout the body. Maybe now something else gets tight in your hip. Maybe something tight gets your ribs. The thing with the pain is rarely the problem. It's working for all the dudes that have stopped working, and now it can't do anymore. Now it's in severe pain, right? All right, or it's being shown. So the more restrictions you can find, which isn't just from doing what I just showed you, the longer it will stay gone and the less problems you're going to have. Because right now I'm showing you very basic motions. Well, you may go through life and do a complex movement and push against the wall, because you twisted your arm, bent your arm, or twisted you twisted your wrist differently, you had an arm bent rather than straight, your shoulder was in a certain position, your body was in a certain position, whatever. You need to methodically and systematically know how to test the body in more and more degrees of motion so you can just go over and fix it. And that's what we teach you in the training, and we've been doing it now for 24 years. Right, so if you'd like to know more about that, there are some cool websites down below. Outsmartpain.com is for general public. TotalMotionRelease.com is for clinicians. And go to whichever one is yours, and you're going to see me. I got lots more videos of showing you me treating people. I got videos of explaining why it works. I got testimonials, and we got some awesome packages from $47 up, all right, to less than even $1,000 to get the whole thing and even get my help, all right? You'll have my help no matter which package you get, all right? Which means you'll get my input from what you're doing. You'll get my input by you sending me in a form and stuff like that. You'll be talking to me. I don't know any other one that does that. So if you like this and you got benefit from it, take a look at that stuff there. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And look forward to sharing you some more videos.